back. It's still Soul Sisters. Okay, today we'll be diving into the next program on Soul Sisters, which is ability in disability. And today's topic is understanding glaucoma, living beyond the limits. Hello, amazing listeners. This is Soul Sister, the program where we celebrate the beauty of family. Today is the third Sunday of the month, and this is a segment of Soul Sister called Ability in Disability. This series reminds us that having a disability does not mean inability. It simply means finding new ways to live, thrive, and shine. Today we're talking about glaucoma, a condition that affects the eyes and can lead to loss of vision if not detected early. From the 8th of March to the 14th of March is observed as World Glaucoma Week. Am I correct? Okay. And week to week, communities and clinics and individuals worldwide under a single mission detect glaucoma early, treat it promptly, and eliminate preventable blindness. The team is still here, and Ugo Simba will help on this particular topic today. Ma, please, now to you. Let's understand glaucoma. We know it's about sight. Many people do not notice the symptoms early because the vision loss usually starts gradually. So, can you kindly explain to us more on this? What are the common signs of glaucoma? Yes.
Okay, thank you, Scholastica. Good
Alright.
afternoon, once more, listeners. Glaucoma, as Scholastica rightly pointed out, every year, by this time of the year, it is set aside as World Glaucoma Week. And this is a time where we raise awareness because just as the Bible said, my people suffers because of lack of knowledge. And glaucoma is one of the main causes of blindness in this part of the world. Up to 70% or 80% of blindness from this part of the world is caused by glaucoma. So one may ask, what is glaucoma? Glaucoma is an eye disease that damages the optic nerve. The optic nerve is like an electric wire, a kind of fiber that connects the eye and the brain. So when you see anything with your eye, the optic nerve will transfer it to the brain for the brain to translate it and tell you that, oh, this is what you see. Let me explain further. Our brain is like a control box, an electric control box in our houses. There are so many wires that moves from the brain to the ear, to the hands, to the eyes, and every part of our body. So the optic nerve is that wire that moves, that connects the brain and the eyes. So when I see Scholastica with my eye, the optic nerve will transfer it to the brain to interpret to me that, oh, this person is Scholastica, this is Lady Enke, this is Rachel, this is Bob, you understand? So whatever thing we are seeing is being transferred to the brain by the optic nerve. Now, what glaucoma does is that it's now coming in between that our eyes. It's like when you have your electrical appliances, the wire connects it to the control box. It moves your television to the control box. Now, if you have a rodent that came in between your television and that control box, eating up the wire, you may not know until probably you'll start having what we call partial contact. It may be tripping on and off. If you did not do anything to that wire, it may cut off completely and there will be no connection between your television and your control box. Unlike this wire in between our television and the control box, you can get another wire and replace it. But optic nerve is irreplaceable. So once it is damaged, it is completely damaged. It means that, boom, blindness has taken place. If one gets blind, maybe through cataract or some other kind of eye disease, you may correct them. You may do surgery and that person will receive the sight again. But if one gets blind due to glaucoma, that is final. No remedy. It is irreversible. And another thing, any damage that glaucoma caused to your eyes at any level that you maybe it is damaging your optic nerve at point A, point B, and maybe you got it at point C. Now you start managing it using the necessary medication. Yes, you may not go blind again by the grace of God, as far as you are consistent with your treatment. But you will never reverse that damage already done. That is why we use this period of Glaucoma Awareness Week to sensitize people on the need to visit hospital regularly, so that early detection matters. One can live with glaucoma till the end of your lifetime without being blind, because you are doing the right thing, you are taking your medication. So getting information, knowing, being aware that you have glaucoma is number one. And you cannot be aware by sitting in your house. You can only be aware by going to hospital and making yourself available for eye check. Now we have different types of glaucoma, because that maybe Mr. A have glaucoma, Mr. B have glaucoma, does not mean that both of you will start using the same kind of eye drop. The kind of glaucoma Mr. A is suffering of may differ from the one Mr. B is suffering of, because we have different types of glaucoma. We have what we call the POA, primary open angle glaucoma. This one, in fact, it's up to 70% of glaucoma cases is this primary open angle glaucoma. And what does this kind of glaucoma do to our eyes? Gradual process. It will be eating off your optic nerve without you knowing. One at a time, gradually, before you will know it, up to 70% damage have been done to your eyes. Then there is one we call the angle closure. The angle closure, this one is more rapid. If you have this kind of glaucoma, boom, 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 that is, the blindness is more rapid. Because what it does, like our eyes, we have what we call eye drainage. Eye drainage is where fluid in our eye passes. But it's just like in your bedroom or your kitchen sink, once something blocks the waterway, you will start having overflow of water in that area. So this angle closure will come and block that eye drainage, and this will make your eye pressure to be high. And once the eye pressure is high, your chances of having blindness is also high. Then the third type of glaucoma is what we call the normal tension. This one is more dangerous and more
people. Let them not take it as their last road to forget or the end of their life. But if you like, then
thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Enugu.
Okay, Emmanuel, let's hear from you there.
I'm a glaucoma patient.
Okay.
So what I'm asking now, because when I started having developing this glaucoma issue, when I noticed it, because people have been saying my eye, that my eye is very shit, but I never nobody have told me anything about that or they say I should go and check my eye, but they were telling me that my eye always red. But I never noticed it until one day I wake up, I saw in down this spot. I went to hospital and the doctor that treatment said that is a glaucoma. Because I'm inability to have enough cash to, although I treated this, that they gave me, doctor gave me medication which I take that cleared that black spot. Because the money don't always come to my hand during that time. I couldn't manage it. But now, what happened and one I have for although we what we express people have already passed many times on eye. Like one time when I have problems, then take me to France or office for instance. You know what they come, the that thing that normal happens there. Those people inside there, they'll just slap you or something. I kind of people when you want any or the other, they'll just slap you. So, but when I'm telling my people, this is what are these things, that's why there will be time with this on the spiritual issue that we have with the need, although that I have a high current that the people family use. So I want to ask a question. Can somebody cause one picture that come I want to know? That's my question.
Can what?
I'm hearing you.
I didn't get your question, sir.
I say, can a glaucoma come from a spiritual aspect?
Please, anyway, we from this part of the world believe so much in spirituality. And many things are being connected to spiritual whatever. But be it spiritual, be it physical, present yourself to hospital and be strict with your medication. Be strict with your medication because as I said earlier, glaucoma is not one eye problem that you will treat and go and sit down and say, I have treated it. It is a lifetime project.
And I'm telling you now, I am totally blind, man.
Oh, you are.
My two eyes totally blind. I have no more feeling.
Oh, my dear, if it is a blindness caused by glaucoma, it is irreversible. But it is not spiritual. Glaucoma is glaucoma. If you are blind as a result of glaucoma, there is nothing that can be done unless miracle.
And I began noticing this thing 4 years ago. That is when this thing, when I noticed that I have the glaucoma.
And that is why we this 1 week every March is being set aside to sensitize people on the need to visit hospital, whether you have issues with your eyes or not, because you may not know when you develop glaucoma. Before the symptoms may come in almost all the glaucoma, 70% of damage is already done.
They let me to know this before, even when I went to USH and even because when I went to USH about 2 years ago, they told me that the other one is totally damaged and the other one is 20% about to go on. But the problem I have is that inability to have money to be visiting hospital all the time. That is what stopping my own.
I know.
And when you tell my people, they will be telling you stories. It is now when it becomes totally blind now that are more concerned on me. But when I was having, when my eye was never closed, nobody is taking it serious on me.
Sorry, my dear. Sorry, we can understand your pain. But the Lord is your strength. There is what we always say here, ability in disability. So what you will do for yourself at this time, it has happened, it has happened. Accept that situation and move on. I will advise you to try and identify with the community of people living with visual impairments so that you will learn coping mechanism from them.
Is there anyone can visit you people that are people can visit me because I'm staying here in Enugu. Now, I'm a shop now. That's where I am living my left to my hometown.
Do you?
Because I know what this is. In fact, I'm a good listener of your program. Because any day that I didn't listen to your program, I don't feel happy. So I always been listening to your program for over 3 years now.
You know what we will do? We will send the number of the president of people living with visual impairment, National Association of the Blind, Enugu State Chapter. We will send it to you so that you will communicate them.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you are seeing my number now.
Yes, we can see your number.
Okay, thank you, ma.
Thank you so much for calling.
Yes, this is what I usually beg people in every opportunity or any glaucoma sensitization I go. Poverty is doing a whole lot to us here. And you see glaucoma, let me tell you in all sincerity, it is not easy for a poor person to manage glaucoma. Because in most cases, you combine drugs. You may use 2, 3, or 4 eye drops at once, depending on the degree or the type of glaucoma you have or the degree of the damage. So, like, I know people who are treating glaucoma, some are spending 30,000, 40,000 monthly just to buy eye drops. How much is our minimum wage? So please, I beg people, the wealthy ones around us, you can use a glaucoma patient to do your tithes, to do your sowing of seed. Pick any poor glaucoma patient around you and pay for eye drops for that person. Please. Saving the sight is better than giving them peanuts at the end of the day.
So there's no way to handle this particular situation without going to the hospital, like somebody living in the village that cannot really get that.
No.
Okay.
No. And please, I want to use this opportunity to beg our government. You see this issue of when you go to market, you'll be hearing, this drug is if you have tears in your eyes, if you have cataract, if you have glaucoma, come and take this drug. It is doing area. Please, our government should help us because people are going blind day by day as a result of this kind of practice, especially those people in the rural area. And this is why if I'm doing my outreach, I don't usually do my outreach in Enugu town. I do it in suburbs. I do it in remote areas. Because if you go to our various remote areas, you hardly see eye clinic. And when they have eye issues, what do? They will go to the nearby chemist. You don't do self-medications with our eyes. And this, if somebody has broken legs, if they amputate your leg today, you can get an artificial leg. But if your eye goes off, no spare. No spare. So our eyes is too delicate. So please, all these patents, medical stores or whatever, chemist, pharmacy, whatever thing you call yourself, stop giving people eye drops because they came to you to present one eye issue. Because when you get yourself isolated, you can't do much for yourself. That is just the truth. But when you connect with others that have the same problem, you will be sharing ideas. They do have their quarterly meeting in Enugu. You will be sharing ideas. Like, oh, you have this problem, I have this problem. Oh, this is how I do to cope. They'll be sharing coping mechanism. You can't get yourself isolated. Just identify with them first. And first of all, admit to yourself, oh, this has come to stay, yes, but it won't weigh me down. Be positive minded. Then connect with your community. You will see it work.
Okay.
So let's go. You want to ask a question?
Hello? So you say you need to connect to people that have such a condition so that I can share the idea.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will send the number
Thank
to you after the meeting.
You have said you will send the number.
No, I will do that after the program.
Ma'am?
I will do that after the program.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Thank you very much. I want to ask question to the woman advocating for this particular problem. Madam, how do we describe this problem or challenge? When you are looking at a far object like the moon to become multiple. Or when you are looking at people coming paper from you, a person, one person will look like the two persons. Is that a sign of glaucoma or is it a sign of another eye problem?
You know one thing.
Mm.
Most eye disease have similar symptoms.
Okay.
In terms of how we as an individual are feeling it. It's just like when you have headache. Malaria can cause headache. Typhoid can cause headache. Even ordinary hunger can cause headache. So you cannot just from the way you feel. Even when you go to hospital, doctor cannot just after the narration he say, oh, this is glaucoma. They will send you to series of tests to find out if it is glaucoma or there are more than 20 types of eye problem. So it is only a proper diagnosis that will tell a doctor that you have glaucoma or you have any other kind of eye disease.
Okay, Madam NK, you said.
Yeah, partially she has answered my question, but let me say actually, you said especially women should go for this test once you're above 30, 35. Okay, my question is, if you just go to the hospital and I just said I want you to what my friend will always say, that you just come to have your eye checked. Okay, there's no particular name or
No.
particular test you say you want to.
Yeah, if you want to be specific, you will tell them that you want to check your eye for glaucoma. But yes, for glaucoma, if you tell them, but for a person that have entered eye clinic, I will advise you because we have so many kinds of eye problem.
Okay.
To just say that you come for general eye checkup, so that if you are not having glaucoma but you have another kind of eye disease, it can be detected.
Yeah.
I also want to have a question. So my question is, we have to go to an eye clinic, right? Not just any hospital.
No eye clinic now, because you can't expect just a GOP doctor to tell you what is wrong with your eyes.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
And what if
And good eye clinic, so sorry, I want to emphasize that one more. Good eye clinic. In fact, me personally will always suggest tertiary hospitals like we have Parkland here, we have UNTH. Because sorry, I'm sounding this way due to my outreach that I've been carrying in our rural communities. It's quite unfortunate. People are playing